Hey everybody, it's Anvil Legend 826 here. Now, this might seem shocking to you, but I hate high school. And you might be wondering why I feel this way. Why do I hate high school? Why do I think high school is an annoying place that people treat as some kind of a kingdom, or some kind of hierarchy? Well, I'll tell you why. See, I was bullied in high school. Okay, I disliked high school. I was miserable in high school. I mean, I still enjoyed high school at times, make no mistake, but there were times that I was like, pushed around by other students and the staff weren't exactly all that friendly either. I mean, I still enjoyed high school, but there were some bad times I had in high school, I try not to think about it, of course, but I when people say that high school is the best part of our lives, oh, high school is so wonderful, high school is so amazing, I don't exactly feel that way. I don't feel that way because I had bad experiences by high school during my times in high school. There were times I even thought, wished I could go back to middle school or elementary school, thought that middle school and elementary school were better than high school, and I still think that way, honestly. High school was by far the worst thing I ever had to go through, honestly. High school was completely, honestly, I hated high school with a passion. Okay, clearly I disliked high school. There was no question about that. And I'll tell you why. In high school, there's all these different groups for a start. There's the jocks, the wealthy kids, the people that everyone looks up to. There's the outcasts, the people that, treat terribly or simply ignore, you know? There's also the other groups, the other cliques. There's probably like a bunch of gangsters, like, I don't know, not gangsters, I'd say greasers, something like gang members. There's also the rich kids, and there's also the nerds, I'd say. There's so many different groups and different people to associate with in high school. Everybody just like tries to stay with their own groups. They try to like stick with their own groups. They try to associate with people with like-minded interests. They don't like mix around with people from other groups. Although they do mix around sometimes, but only if they really have to. Like if they're working on a project or if they're in a class together or something. Only in that case will you see them like associating with each other. And otherwise they wouldn't. Now I was bullied, in high school. Now, 12th grade of my time at high school was awesome. I enjoyed 12th grade, but ninth grade to 11th grade, not so much. I still had some fun, though, make no mistake, but there were some bad times I had. It took me a long time to move past it, honestly. 10th grade was the worst of it, I think, and 11th grade comes in second when it comes to that. Ninth grade wasn't so bad, but it just, I just didn't really like it all that much. Was bullied a little bit by the other students because of my disabilities. You know, it wasn't really all that fun. I mean, it was fun at times, but I try to avoid associating with people from my high school. I try to like keep my distance from them. That's just how I feel, honestly. I thought middle school was much better than high school. That might seem like an unusual opinion, but it's actually true in my case. You know, I didn't like high school very much. Honestly, it was terrible. I hated it, and I disliked it with a passion. So there's probably a lot of other people who think that high school was the best part of their lives. Good for them, but that's their opinion, not mine. All right. If people want to say how wonderful high school is, or how amazing high school is, good for them. That doesn't mean I'll be one of them. Okay. And let me just tell something to all the jocks in those high schools who think that they're so much better than everybody else. First of all, you're not better than everybody else. You're not. Okay. There's other people in that school that are just as important and just as valid as you are. You are all human beings. Okay, you all have imperfections and shortcomings, as well as your own qualities that make you like a better person, or try to make yourself look good. You're all the same in that regard. Okay, just because you're on a sports team, you're popular, that doesn't make you any better than the rest of the students that are in that same building with you. Okay, keep that in mind. Just so much to get off my plate, honestly. I mean, I disliked my high school experience, but I enjoyed middle school and elementary school. That is without question. High school wasn't exactly all that pleasant for me. Besides the bullying, it was just so much work to do and everything. I was really busy and everything, and I didn't really talk with a lot of people in my high school, and I just mostly try to, do my work and leave, do my work and leave. I just, did my work outside of singing practices, outside of like, the heavy metal club and the multicultural club. I never really talked with a lot of people in my high school. I just avoided them, did my work, just Just went inside of a school, did my work, and left. That's how it worked. That's how it was, honestly. That's just my personal opinion, you know. I mean, a lot of people think that high school is some kind of a magical kingdom, and high school is where you make the best memories of your life. Well, I don't want to be one of those people, okay? I don't care how many people think high school is so wonderful. That doesn't mean I'll ever feel that way, you know. I try to avoid associating people from my high school in general. I try to avoid speaking with them and all that. That's just how I feel, honestly. But yeah, that's pretty much why I hate high school. You know, I just didn't like it very much. I mean, I enjoyed it. I don't make no mistake, but it was just, I just view it with disdain and resentment, honestly. That's just how I feel. You know, high school was not pleasant for me, and there's probably a bunch of other people who think that high school is so amazing and so wonderful. Good for them, but that doesn't mean I was one of them. Yeah. Anyways, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video, you know. If you agree with me, that's totally fine. If you don't, that's fine as well. You know, if you like high school, good for you, but that doesn't mean I'll agree with that opinion. You can have your own opinion, just like I'm entitled to my own opinion, you know. And with that being said, that's how I feel. Tonvo Legend 826 out.